We got some woke dad to talk about.
Sitting in my mobile coffee shop,
making videos about my transvestite children for TikTok.
You know, we've been going back in the timeline with Dan and finding some old things. And our buddy Record Lover on our Discord server, who is also woke.dad on TikTok, he found one of his old grifts from December of 2023. He posted it on his Facebook at the Great Start Coffee Cart. And it says, wow, just the donations from the last 24 hours alone are over $400. Today, I'm able to hand $400 over to Cornell Elves to buy gifts for kids right here in our community for Christmas. That's not even including the over $200 I've already handed over this week. Every penny of that goes to the kids. That's so remarkable. We still have a lot of kids left on that list, but today we put a big dent in it. I'm trying my best not to full on ugly cry in the parking lot for all the right reasons.
Okay. I'm usually not on this the super chatters like this theme. I usually stay away from it. A man has never said ugly cry before.
Correct.
I'm trying not to ugly cry.
I see where you're going with this.
Wild.
Yes, I'm trying to full on ugly cry for all the right reasons.
That's just not what straight guys don't even think of that.
I'm so proud to be part of this community, and if I can encourage you, be proud of your friends and neighbors today. You are all so remarkable. He used remarkable twice, which is similar to another gay man I know. Anyway, this is Dan Alexander. What he does is he asks people for money so that he can then donate that money as if he's the one donating the money. But he's asking you to donate the money to him first. But he could just tell people, like, here's a charity to donate to.
Well, he literally he says that the Cornell Elves or whatever.
Yes.
That sounds like like you can donate to that, I assume.
Correct.
Why does he have to be in charge of it?
This is Meghan Markle has a charity, and they do the exact same thing. Like their charity,
other charities.
Yeah, their charity doesn't really do anything, but if you give them money, then they'll give the money to another charity that does stuff.
Nice.
Well, I could have just given my money to that charity that does stuff, which is why I think they got two donations.
We pick the best charities.
Well, that's the thing. Like, can I pick the charities? No, we'll do it. Oh, okay.
You probably don't trust. Am I wrong? You don't trust yourself to give to the right charity.
What a weird grift he's got going on. But he wants to feel like he's doing his part and he's doing good, even though he has nothing to do with anything. This is a very recent post that he put out. And wow, is this a conundrum? He doesn't know what to make of this one.
No, he certainly doesn't.
Yeah, we got a lot to unpack here.
This is I was sad.
I got myself
this week.
Yeah. He's been busy.
He's very
busy.
Quiet, yeah.
He's busy with other things. So let's see what he's talking about.
I got myself caught in a conversation this morning between two conflicting sides, one that was being very racist and one that was being very misogynistic.
Damn, what are the odds?
I have to tell you, Mike.
Yeah.
When I hear the qualifier vary, when you're talking about misogyny and racism, I find that to be odd. Like if I was hearing a conversation or I came across someone who was racist or misogynist, I would just say that.
Right. I mean, I'm imagining N words and C words flying, and a lot of opinions. Yeah.
Like if you say someone's racist, I'm like, yeah, end of story. No, they're very racist. Oh, Anthony Cubia. Oh, okay, I know that guy. We're friends.
Yes.
No. The word "very" right there tells me like, oh, you're a pussy. Like, what do you mean they're very misogynistic? All right, well, we're gonna find out, which is fun. But it makes you think he doesn't know what those words mean. Those words are kind of absolute.
That's fair.
You know, it's like saying I'm very unique. The word "unique" already implies that I'm one of a kind.
Well, Daniel is extremely unique. So
he's extremely unique. Good point, Mike.
And I want to share this with you because this is kind of an important conversation, and I'm going to do my best to keep it short because there are a lot of details here. So I was cashing out this morning, trying to get some brushes. This is my new cafe, and the reason you haven't seen me a lot is I'm trying to do cleaning and painting and prep. This whole back wall is going to have a mural from my very favorite trans kiddo in the entire world.
Who?
Which one? Again, he chooses which kid he likes better. He has a gay daughter and a trans kid. And he's like, the trans kid he always comes first billing.
No, I think that's his favorite trans kid. The other one's his favorite gay kid, I'm sure.
But trans is better than gay in his world.
Well, the gay kid's not on the mural, so.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that tells you everything you need to know.
How uncomfortable would that be?
What is this cafe he's talking about? I think from the context clues I've gotten, and I have another Facebook post I'm going to show you, I think he's painting at a hockey arena, the cafe there.
Yeah, he says this is my new. He makes it seem like he's opening the cafe,
Like a cafeteria.
The way he's phrasing it, doesn't it seem like it's part of the art studio?
That's what I thought, but it's not.
It's not.
It's definitely not. This is a whole other building.
And so I don't have an answer for that. But what I also don't have an answer for is how uncomfortable you would be. Like if my dad opened a business and was like, "This is a mural of my blind son. Look at him.
my favorite blind kiddo right
He's
here.
being blind in this picture, as you can tell. His phone's real close to his face. That's
I was
him being blind."
Do you see him behind the wheel of an automobile? Definitely not. That's never where he is.
It's me in the passenger seat.
He's always
with
in the
an empty
passenger
driver's seat. Yeah.
I was listening to the Drew Lane show, and of course we cover Woke Dad on that show, and they have this thing called the boner line. People leave voicemails, and one of the voicemails somebody left was, I never want to hear an adult call anyone a kiddo.
Yeah.
He always uses that word kiddo, and it's creepy.
It is. It is
It's
because
not good.
It's just said weird. Like if you hear him say, I am coming around on that, where it's like
I know.
there's
me
some
too.
stuff he says that is just creepy.
Me too. And I never wanted to think that about him. I'm just
Yeah.
he means well. He's just like this weird woke liberal guy. But it's starting to seem like, and I think I put this in my recent post that I put up a segment of his. Seems like he's hiding in plain sight a little bit. He keeps talking about safe spaces and vulnerable communities. I'm like, wait, why is this place? Why are they not in safe places now? And why are they vulnerable?
Making sure kids come there is like,
yeah, all of it's very weird. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to the video.
And that's going to go all the way around the cafe. It's all going to be muraled, so to be really stunning. So I needed supplies. The woman behind the cash register was talking with the woman in front of her, and I overheard their conversation, and I got involved in this conversation because apparently last night while she was working, bent over restocking the shelves, she got groped by a man. Immediately, I was disgusted.
Good for
But
you.
then as she started to describe this guy, it came off pretty racist, like extremely racist. And I'm not going to get into details, but let's just say she
Why
said,
not?
you know, all those people look alike.
Wait, it was an Asian? An Asian group? This one I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, you've
That's a
given it
twist.
away, Daniel.
Now we know exactly who it was.
I mean, come on. First of all, I'm not going to get into details, but here's a detail.
Yep.
Like
She
you're
shows-
saying that she said that, so that's a detail, right?
Yep, they all look alike. Let me just explain that to you.
So
Right?
just keep playing.
Oh yeah, I'll give.
And again, I was immediately disgusted. Initially, I was immediately disgusted at him. For that comment, I was immediately disgusted at her. Like, it was just wrong. So two things can be true at the same time. You don't have to side with anyone.
I like this. Dan's like, I hate this woman got groped, but she's a racist, so
She was asking for it.
yeah. I'm not that upset anymore.
But this is the moral of this story that Daniel has come up with is not correct. There is one man you can side with. The hero that was there to witness all of this.
Mm-hmm.
He is the one that's in the right. Thank God.
Thank God for that.
This tree did not fall in the forest with no one there.
Right.
You can both be disgusted by racism and misogyny, even if it's two people who are in a conflict together. You don't need to side with either. They're both awful. End of story.
All right, so I made a joke he was talking about an Asian person, but I think he's talking about a black person, and the woman gets groped, and her reaction is, I don't know who it was. They all look the same to me. That's not the most racist thing you could say after getting groped by a man, right?
I'll weigh in on this. I will rate them. I will say, if you sexually assault a woman in public,
Yep.
and she stereotypes you,
Yes.
he is the worst person.
Correct. Physical contact?
Yeah.
Way worse than words you use after the fact. Way
I know,
worse.
Daniel. You know what? I think go ahead, rate them. I think
Yeah,
you're
we
all
can
right.
rate. We can rate this one. He was saying
Yeah.
rate with a T, by the way,
Yes,
in case you
yes,
missed
rate.
that.
Sorry.
So this is again from his Facebook page, and the Great Start Coffee Cart sneak peek of the work we're doing to make our community a brighter place. And from what I hear, this is at the hockey arena, and what he's doing here with this mural, he calls it, is just this wacky. It's almost 70s-esque, where it's tons of shapes and things with all different colors.
Abstract.
Yeah, it's very abstract. Lots of different just colors and color schemes. And I've been to a lot of hockey games in my life. I'm a big hockey fan. I don't know this is what I would expect if I was at the hockey arena.
Why is there a Jackson Pollock up on the wall here?
Yeah. I mean, it could be psychedelic. It could be like a thing where you like that. It could obviously be a pride thing. It looks kind of pridey.
But I thought his kid was in the mural.
Not yet. It wraps all the way around, Mike. We'll get there. Relax.
So at this hockey arena, there's gonna be a mural of just some guy's kid
In the cafeteria.
that doesn't play hockey.
Specifically in the cafeteria. Well, it's a trans kid, Mike. Don't you understand how important
No,
that
that's
is?
great. That's
For the
heroic.
community?
I get it. But I guess
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying, like, what's the significance? Like, oh, this kid ate here once, or what's the?
What if this kid detransitioned at one point where they just paint over it?
It would
Just
be like
paint-
Joe Paterno's statue.
Joe Pa is no longer welcome here. That's hilarious. That's what I'm wondering. Like they're just paint rollers, just rubbing. We can't have this here anymore.
Goodbye.
It's like what they did to Don Cherry up in Canada. They're like, oh, he said a thing. All right, you're done.
It's a shame when they
voice
wipe out
of-
a legacy.
The
like
voice of hockey for
yeah.
decades. All right. Here's another video. And Mike, you went back in the archives for this because, like you said, you only had that one new video.
Yeah, sad.
So let's hear about Black history.
I just had a conversation with a young black woman, and it was
You don't say. What percentage of his videos start like that?
I gotta say, it's rare though that the black person is a moron in Daniel's video.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's a somewhat different take.
This is going in a different direction. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
really evident that she doesn't know a lot about black history, and it all got prompted by this.
Okay. So he goes, I just had a conversation with this black woman who's a fucking moron, doesn't understand black history like I do.
If any, Dan would, I know Daniel well enough now
Okay.
to know could easily be watching what they call on TikTok a duet, where there's some guy saying this. Like a video starts with, I had a conversation with a young black woman, and it turns out she doesn't know very much about history. And Daniel would be making the face of like, like he's just disgusted by what the person is saying.
Well, let's see what happened.
So this is the governor of the state of New York, Kathy Hochul. And right behind her, that's Al Sharpton. I know you can't tell from that photo, but I was only a few feet away when that actually happened.
Like Forrest
That was
Gump.
Kathy Hochul.
Yeah. And I invented the shit happens shirt.
Signing a bill into law that protects transgender individuals in the state of New York. And I've been excited about this for days, but what happened right before that event was Al Sharpton bumped into me in the crowd.
What?
God.
Holy shit, this man's been brushed with greatness. Al Sharpton bumped into him in
He
the
hasn't
crowd?
bathed since.
I was shocked and surprised, and because of that, excited, I shared with a few people.
Why?
Wait, what was he shocked and surprised about? Getting bumped into?
That Al Sharpton doesn't watch where the fuck he's going?
What the fuck? What a weird flex this is, but okay.
She didn't know who Al Sharpton was, though. Not only that, but she didn't.
Wait, she's not watching MSNBC?
Can you imagine this black bitch doesn't know who Al Sharpton is? The nerve. By the way, she's probably at an age where she shouldn't know who Al Sharpton is.
Well,
Is
Al
it
Sharpton,
a young black girl?
he did say that. Also, Al Sharpton's not a great guy, but whatever.
Bro, I mean, there's
was,
so
though.
much where it's like, who gives a fuck if she doesn't know Al Sharpton?
No, that's black history. a man who at this time, because this is going back to 2023, I think was still on television on MSNBC at his own show. It's like, you don't know
Didn't
Black
understand
history?
to a lot of figures.
It's like, that's not Black history.
Oh,
That's a
if
guy
this
who-
girl was like, if he was like, hey, today's Martin Luther King Day, and she was like, who?
Right. Yeah.
I'll grant
yeah.
him a little arrogance.
If she was like, yeah, Malcolm Y was a great guy, they're like, oh, you idiot. No, it's not it at all. Like that, then it would make a little bit of sense. But if you don't know who Jesse Jackson is or
It's fine.
Al Sharpton, it's fine. It's not Black
Especially if
history.
you're a young girl.
Yeah. These are leeches on society, but that's just my opinion.
Not only that, but she didn't understand who a lot of figures in Black history were.
What did you start?
Quizzer?
Yeah, right. Did you start drilling her on this? Well, who else don't you know? Do you know who invented the peanuts? She's like, I don't think peanuts were
Maya
invented.
Angelou. Go. Just throwing names at her.
Yeah, he was. By the way, George Washington Carver was a one life path. Just FYI, tying it all together.
So I thought to myself, this is a real opportunity for me to help her learn and grow a little bit. But guess what?
Oh, what a douche!
We aren't teaching our kids enough about actual history. Everybody's so worried about CRT that they're forgetting that Black history is not critical race theory. Black history is white history. Black history is queer history. Black history is women's history. All of these things are intertwined in intersectionality. Marsha P. Johnson was a Black transgender woman. She fought for queer rights in our country. Civil rights and human rights are all intertwined. The rights.
This is a rare video where he's editing it. Did you notice that? Usually he's able to go straight through, but this one there's cuts in there. Yeah,
that's a good point.
He's looking this shit up. He's like on his phone, just like, all right, what was that queer trans Black chick again? Oh yeah, okay, I got it.
Imagine walking into a college course and it's like, all right, today in Black history, we're learning about Harvey Milk.
Right, yeah. You're like, no, that's not it. Nah, you don't get it yet. You'll figure it out. We'll get there.
It's all the same.
of the common man are all intertwined, and we need to understand our own history so we're not doomed to repeat our past.
Powerful stuff.
Powerful stuff.
So by his account, this is just a stranger, right? Did I miss something? Just some girl bumped into him?
Yep.
And was like, hey, you doing any Black stuff lately? And he's like, well, I met Al Sharpton. She's like, who?
He didn't even meet Al Sharpton. He bumped into her. By her.
He was near Al Sharpton.
Yeah. He was nearby while Al Sharpton was there, which, by the way.
That is so... Like,
look up the Tawana Brawley case. A woman who pretended that she was raped by white men, and Al Sharpton was all over it. She was a liar. And like a Freddy's Fashion Mart fire that 8 people died in that Al Sharpton had a lot to do with. Anyway, you were saying?
Well, his time was well spent with Imus, I always found. That was a worthy cause. He really got one.
Al Sharpton is a garbage human, but whatever. He's Black, so we all love him. He's amazing.
But even if you worshipped him for some reason, if he was your guy, your celebrity, just to be like, he bumped into me, and I felt the need to tell a lot lot of people. Like you're
Black. Guess who bumped into me 3 days ago?
Going up to Blacks. I met Paul Pierce when I was a kid. I don't seek out Black people to tell that to.
Well, do you find people who are over 6'5" and tell them? Like, what's the similarity?
I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, why is it always skin color?
Right.
Like, why could it be other athletes that you would talk to and be like, holy shit, you play professional baseball? I know Paul Pierce. Like that.
And I'll tell you, even if I met another athlete, if I met some professional baseball player and was like, hey, I met Paul Pierce, they'd be like, who gives a shit? Leave me alone.
But you know what I mean, though? That makes more sense to me than skin color.
Of course.
This is the thing that Dana Alexander and I don't understand what his point is on this. He looks at everyone as just like all Black people, all Hispanic people, all queer people, all this. It's just like, yeah, there's other things that people have in common and similarities. Like, I'm not blind, and yet Mike and I talk every week.
I know.
How is that possible?
It is weird, yeah.
Go figure. Well, I guess we are white guys. We are cisgender.
We do have a game around it, too. So
yeah, that's true. That's a good point. All right. You call this one bizarre flex.
So what we've seen with Daniel's, dare I say, transition over time.
Yeah.
Like early on, remember, I think we played some clips at the live show maybe, and I know me and Craig played one a couple weeks ago. There are videos where it's all about like building his following.
Right.
Before his TikTok was Woke Dad, it was just like comedy, I guess. And he was like, hey, I need more followers. Come on, guys, dudes my age. Why aren't you following me? It was all about getting his follower count up.
Yeah, the best one was dating in your 30s during COVID.
Yeah.
A video we played, yeah.
So this is him talking numbers while becoming woke dad. It's a very interesting combination. Like old Daniel is passing the torch to new Daniel in this video.
Oh, is this woke origins or is this the other one?
No, this is the numbers.
This is Bizarre Flex.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to take a minute to talk about male privilege. A handful of days ago, I posted this video.
Oh, yeah.
It's got 409,000 views. I want you to remember that
Whoa!
number. And take a look at the engagement. 30,000 likes, 1,000 comments, 2,300 favorites,
Pretty
whole bunch of
awesome.
shares down there. It's
Nice.
not really the greatest engagement, but it's got a lot of views.
Sure.
Now keep in mind that I duetted somebody's video and I didn't add a lot to their video. It was mostly their content.
Whoa. Does Ethan Klein know about this?
I know. Was it transformative, Daniel?
You just posted someone else's video, put it on your channel? Okay.
With just me making some facial expressions. And there's the original video. That was the original creator. They only had 279.9 thousand views, almost 100,000 less views than me. And it's important to point out her engagement, way better than any engagement on my video.
So what do you think happened, Dan?
He's just dunking on this bitch.
I grabbed your stuff and people like it from me better than they like it from you.
God, I'm so sorry about this. I'm
right.
just so much more popular.
So people playing along at home, let's guess what Dan...
I didn't imagine it.
I couldn't either. I had no idea it was going in this direction. Let's find out.
Way more everything. Male privilege affects every part of our society. Now, me personally, I'm using my privilege to amplify the voice of those who don't have the same level of privilege. What you do with yours, that's up to you.
He is trying to tell me, Carl, from Who Are These Socials, that women have a disadvantage on social media.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Why?
Because
I don't get more views than like Trisha Paytas.
I mean, Trisha Paytas is a perfect example. She's not even a hot chick. Do you know what attractive girls do on social media? I mean, it's not even close to anything I could possibly accomplish.
One.
I was just reviewing Call Her Daddy
Yeah.
on WATP
He's not very
this
popular.
week. Yeah, Alex Cooper is, I don't know, has hundreds of millions of dollars.
I think now, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she got a multi-million-dollar deal from Barstool and then Spotify and then Sirius, and she hasn't have a fucking braid in her head. She's just a dumb blonde who used to be a redhead who takes loads on her face. And she pretends to be a serious talk show host. She was a correspondent for the NBC Olympic coverage.
But Joe Rogan does make more money.
Actually, I'm not even sure that's true, but I hear what you're saying. This is retarded. I can't believe for a second that he really thinks that he has an advantage over women on
It's
social
insane.
media. It's a
And then, by the way,
thing.
it's not just like he has a bigger account than it's like that's why I called it a bizarre flex. Is like all he's doing is going like, oh man, I have so many more views than her.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many more
crazy.
people like me than her. And it's male privilege. Oh, I hate it. But like I have so many more views.
It's funny. All right, this video's crazy. I don't know how you found this, but this is his woke
work.
origins.
Yeah.
I think we're going back to 2023.
Yeah.
So a couple of years ago. And before we ever saw this, Mike found this guy and called him woke dad. That was because he had the trans kiddo. And he goes, this guy's so woke. He's the woke dad.
Yes.
And you nailed it.
Little did I know. Yeah.
Somebody that I grew up with called me woke. And in that moment, I took a deep breath. Not out of hate, but out of frustration. And I said, do you remember?
I like that he takes that as an insult. He's like the wokest guy I've ever seen ever. Oh, Dan,
It's
what do you want?
It's like Spider-Man. He was bit by like a blue-haired lesbian or something.
Yeah, right.
All of a sudden, my powers took over.
Can you imagine someone called me? This is like in Three Amigos, where the henchmen are like, they called us scum-sucking pigs. Us! And El Guape is like, yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Me? Woke?
Woke? Can you imagine?
It's crazy.
And I said, do you remember when I was a kid and I got sent to my dad's house because that extremist hate group was marching through town, flying their flags.
Yeah, I remember.
Where did he grow
What
up?
of it?
Did he grow up in the Jim Crow South? There was an extremist hate
Did
group marching
Circa
through the town.
1962, yeah.
Yeah, this is where he grew up, because I remember telling stories about being in Syracuse in the 80s, but now all of a sudden there's an extremist hate group with flags marching through town to kill everyone.
I love the Law and Order sitcom dialogue that he speaks in, where he's like, hey, longtime friend, do you remember growing up as a boy when the extremist hate group walked through our town? Why, of course I do, Daniel. No need to explain it to me.
Coming with firearms. Do you remember that? I got sent to my dad's house because everybody was afraid. Because there was real fear in the air. Because these were extremists and they didn't have good intentions. Do you remember that? And that same person said, yeah, of course, that was crazy.
Wait. What? Extremist what?
He has to be explaining the KKK.
Well, okay. That can't be right.
That can't be.
The KKK came through in the 80s or 90s, mind you, but they came through and were searching for white boys to snatch up?
Either way, this didn't happen.
Get this white man out of town.
I live less than 100 miles from this guy. We might be the same. We might be the same age. I might be older. This didn't happen.
You survived this.
No. This didn't happen, Mike. The KKK was not coming through towns with firearms and flags and ready to round
an
up.
Extremist group. But why was let's say it did happen. Why was Daniel in danger?
No, it didn't. No, Mike, you're missing the point. It didn't happen.
But I know. But I'm even so.
Maybe because he's a queer. I don't know. But that's not the point.
What would they want with him?
I don't know.
You vote the same way that they do. And in that moment, you could hear the panic in their voice. I'm not like them. I don't share the same.
So he tells his buddy who called him woke, remember when the KKK came to town? He's like, yeah, that was horrible. He's like,
sure, we all remember.
He's like, they vote for Republicans, which, by the way, the KKK all voted for Democrats. I don't want to get into it. It's not a point. Anyway, so he's going with the guilty by association thing. And I don't know if Dan remembers this, but it was just like a couple of years ago that Antifa burnt down Portland. Anyway, whatever. Yeah. Neither here nor there.
It is, though, because I was going to say, does Daniel look at the extremists that voted for Biden and say, like, well, we can't associate with these people?
Right. It happens all the time. Yeah. There's extremists on both sides that do horrific things. And, oh, fuck, I just lost the feed to Dan. Good thing that we're vamping right now.
Oh, no. It is... I'm surprised you're not more fixated on the idea that they would want nothing to do with Daniel.
I know, Mike, all of this is retarded. All right, I'll be back.
I know it's made up, but make something better up.
I'll back it up a little bit. This is fun.
And in that moment, you could hear the panic in their voice. I'm not like them. I don't share the same ideas as them. And I said, no, you do.
Panic.
You share the exact same ideas as them. You may not share all of the same ideas.
Well, hold on a second. You just said that you share the exact same ideas. And then he goes, probably not all of the ideas. Well, isn't that what the word exact means?
He goes, I can hear the panic setting in. Imagine talking with a friend from high school.
Yeah.
And them going, who did you vote for? And you go, I don't want to talk about it.
Trump. What a fucking idiot. He's always getting over on everyone. He wins every fucking conversation, this guy.
I know.
It really is impressive how he's able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see me win that conversation?
But you vote for the same people. You vote for the people who you think suit your best interests.
There's two fucking choices in this country. I can't. There's a lot of Europeans and Australians and Canadians who watch this, and they might not understand this. Just like, you vote for the same person as this guy. It's like, yeah, we literally have two choices. By the way, I've never voted for a president who won. I usually vote for a libertarian candidate. It's a waste of time. I try. I don't know.
Wouldn't be if all the goddamn people that pretend they're independent voted third party. But no.
Yes, right. America Party, right? Who's with me?
I'm in.
But they also vote for the people who think suit their best interests. What does that say about your values?
Ugh, what an asshole.
The conversation ended pretty quickly, but I think I got my point across.
He's on one again.
He's so blinded by his ideology, he doesn't realize that he's talking about himself right there completely. Mike, I have a rare treat for us. Sharon Peters, who puts together some fantastic videos about Woke Dad, put together one that's amazing. It's one of my favorites. But first, I want to acknowledge the people who are here watching and interrupting this show.
Yay, super chats.
Over at superchat.gg/WATP, Nancram coming in.
Two things can be true at the same time. I used to love Blind Mike. I still do. But I used to too.
Oh, that's nice.
I appreciate all of that.
It's very sweet. Anonymous.
That racist woman was wrong. Not all gropers look alike, and they don't feel alike either. Some gropers are girthier than others. Speaking from my experience after visiting my local YMCA.
So
Maybe that's what she meant.
So we're not talking about Asians, it turns out. Okay, fair enough. Drunk engineer coming in. Says, I bet most black people would love for Dan to approach them and explain the importance of black history to them. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I know that didn't happen, thank God, but could you imagine if he's just like, do you know who this person is? She's like, I don't know Al Sharpton.
Talking down
He's
to
like,
some young black girl.
You don't know who Al Sharpton is? Like, yeah, I don't know, man.
He's a great man.
All right, if you say so.
I brushed against him once.
Purple Possum coming in.
I walked next to Pudge Rodriguez after WrestleMania in Detroit for a solid 5 minutes. It was great to be in the bigs.
See, there you go.
That's the perfect name to have pulled, too.
Pudge Rodriguez.
Great to be in the bigs.
Hamilton Burgers. See, Carl? Woke Dad isn't boring us with details. Yeah, that's true. I can't believe how much shit I'm getting for this. This was before we started WATP. I was explaining my travel back to Rochester from Cape Coral. It was not great. Apparently, I gave too many details.
Well, hey.
Adam Bush agrees. The Adam Drunkwitch file says, I am loving the Woke Dad, Opie, etc. content. Thank God Stirring Fuckface left the Dabbleverse. You did not need him after all. Well, thank you, Adam Drunkwitch.
Seems that way.
I agree.
Found other things.
I agree with you on that. Hamilton Burger, Woke Dad was at Sharpton's Race Hustler Masterclass. Yes, he was. Norwell Bell, what a soft, performative Mary this guy is. I want to give him an Indian sunburn. Well, there's no violence here. No, we don't care for violence.
No, of course.
Rocco Orby, 2002, $5. Imagine if Woke Dad talked to some oppressed Palestinian, or the Palestinian expresses his desire to see if fairies can fly from buildings. Okay, well.
It's weird. He hasn't got into that one too much.
Yeah, you're right. He's not taking sides.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good point. I don't take sides either, but he seems to have a lot of more opinions than I do.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Sharon Peters put this together, and I'm just going to let it play because it really does show who Dan Alexander is. Daniel Alexander, Woke Dad, _shoe_fits on TikTok. It's everything we've been saying forever. And it's the reason why we're glued to this man, why Mike discovered him in the first place, why he goes over huge at live shows when we play it in Boston and Detroit. This is all you need to know about this asshole.
The communal narcissist's 10 commandments. My generosity is a measure of my greatness.
Quite frankly, I just didn't want anybody to think I was virtue signaling because this is a pure act of kindness for me. But I always stop on the side of the road to help somebody who has a flat tire.
Public acknowledgement of my good deeds is essential for their value.
I'm the man responsible for getting the bill in New York State that protects gender-affirming care to pass into law.
I am the pillar of any community. Without me, it completely falters.
Well, if you think I've inspired kindness here on the internet, as it turns out, I've inspired kindness here within my local community.
My contributions to others are completely unmatched and should be universally recognized.
But I am known for serving up a healthy dose of kindness.
Showing empathy, it is a tool for gaining trust and admiration, not an end in itself.
She didn't feel the same empathy that I did. I was amazingly upset, and she could care less about this.
The more people depend on me, the more powerful I become.
I don't just support women's rights. I don't just support LGBTQ rights. I support BIPOC community members.
My ideas and ways of helping, they are superior to others. Dissent is envy.
The other day, somebody came up to me and said, I really love all of the work you're doing in our community, all of the fundraising, all of the support that you're sharing with community members, all of the rallying that you're doing to get the community to come together around good causes and really help to do things.
The visibility of my charitable acts is more important than the acts themselves.
I grabbed some water and I grabbed some snacks. I chased him down. He was so appreciative just to have somebody care for him. It's 95 degrees out today.
I will remind others of my altruism to ensure my efforts are never forgotten.
The reason that they were still here was because I gave them enough hope. I helped to save a life. From that moment, I knew that I was here for a different reason. They were going to take their life. And because of the kindness of a complete stranger and the kindness that I had shared and showed them, they decided they were going to give this world another chance.
I don't know if I've ever heard that.
I know this gets wild on this one. It's funny. Oh, he's reading a comment that says, every day someone who is thinking about giving up comes to your page and sees something on your page that changes their mind.
Wow.
And he's teared up reacting to this.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Now,
Okay, this one's great. He's showing the number 487 on the screen. Listen to what he says about this.
this number's a little outdated because I stopped tracking it about a year ago. That number represents the number of people that have shared with me that I helped them through a mental health crisis.
Now it just says millions sold.
Yes, right.
Leaving this place that day, and I helped to give them enough hope to make.
He just said 487 is the number of people who said that they were going to off themselves until they saw a Dan Alexander video. And then they went, wait a second, maybe I should give it another go.
One person that's going to kill themselves? Two people that are going to kill themselves?
That they were thinking of leaving this place that day, and I helped to give them enough hope to make it through another day.
My identity and self-worth are defined by being seen as a benefactor.
Sometimes the reason good things are not happening to you is because you are the good thing that needs to happen to other people.
Fucking incredible. Slow clap, Sharon Peters.
I was going to say massive credit for putting that together, although I was kind of realizing it's probably not that difficult to find all those videos.
No, I mean,
he does it every day, but still.
I love that they piece that together with the 10 elements of being a narcissist.
No, I'm kidding, obviously. Perfect.
And being able to find the exact example on everything. I mean, this guy is out of control. And he'll never get better. That's the one thing I've learned from doing WATP. And it took years getting into WATP before I realized that narcissists cannot be fixed. Like Aaron Imholt and Stuttering John Melendez and Opie and this guy.
Anyone's capable of having moments like
of course.
This. And then when they get called out, you're like, oh shit, I am doing that. You're right. Yep. Sorry. You know?
Yes.
But these guys, they just don't have that ability to snap out. And Sharon Peters, if there's more to that 487 video, please send it to me. Because I can't get it out of my head.
That one is wild. This number, I mean, I stopped counting a year ago, but I've saved 487 lives at this point. Wow.
I mean, that's way more for a year. That's way more than one a day.
Horse's ass.
Go to blindmike.net for Blind Mike, or go to whoarethese.com for Carl, and make sure you subscribe to both channels, or there will be no banter.